It's been about 3 months since I first went over my initial experience with Rose, Heidi, and Firis for JP, and Global is finally arriving at this point, so I wanted to give a quick update on where they stand now. If you haven't seen the original analysis video, it still checks out for the most part. You can find it in the description. Starting with Firis, well, she continues to be cute today too. Yeah, that's all I got. I've never used her in any practical context, only here and there specifically for the challenge of it, nor have I seen her used at all, ever. The initial criticism holds, with her single-hit skill 2 debuff being too short-lived to be useful, worse even than many breaker debuffs, her skill 1 not fitting into sequences well, and the status I had called Frostbite, formerly named Brittle, just doesn't apply consistently enough. To make things worse, about a month later they released a proper dedicated Debuffer Unit that fixes most of the problems with Firis, including a non-attacking AoE debuff that applies 2 stacks for skill 2. On the flip side, Heidi has been about as good as she seemed, and has solidified a place as one of the mainstay single target breakers, alongside Ryza and Valentine Eska. With the break values of enemies growing a bit out of control, the fate of the role is a bit questionable, but her host of additional effects makes a case for her inclusion regardless, especially for her synergy with Rose Val. The only slightly disappointing thing has been her burst, which has seen pretty limited use because of its conditionality, as was projected. I've never used the intended Firis-Heidi combo. Most often you'll set up the weakness using Imp's Mischiefs, the Strike Tower full clear item, or some other debuff items with Strike Curse that are truly cursed to make. TLDR, I've never found a legit use for Firis, and Heidi continues to be one of the best premium single-target breakers, though that's become maybe more of a niche or luxury. There are many other good units coming up, so personal bias aside, it's hard to recommend rolling this banner unless you really have excess resources to spare. As a side note, Firis DPS is still not real. Went to exorbitant lengths to get this sequence working. Thanks for watching.